Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jared. Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got something really interesting. We're going to be doing a full review / taking a closer look at the Spyderco Schempp Bowie. Now, this is one hell of a knife. Let's just leave it at that for now. We're going to do some quick size comparisons because this is a pretty large knife, guys. So this is the PM2, the Power 3, and the Benchmade 940. So the Schempp Bowie comes from the Taichung Taiwan factory, and its fit and finish is certainly indicative of so. Look at it. It just is one of the prettiest knives for certain in my collection at the moment. But let's go over some stats. So we have a total weight of 4.6 ounces, a total length of 8.45 inches with a handle length of 4.73 inches. We have S30V blade steel, 3.72 inches of it with a 3.44 inch cutting edge. And this is the interesting part. So we have a flat grind, and it's a Bowie. But the most interesting part about this knife is the blade stock thickness. We are looking at 98 thousandths of an inch. That is a very, very, very slicey blade for a knife this size. And just to give you guys a better idea, this is the PM2, and we have 145 thousandths blade stock thickness. So quite a considerable difference there. We are operating with a liner lock, and the access to the liner lock is not bad. I've heard some people say that it's a little sharp, a little annoying, and I don't know, maybe they just have soft hands. But this is a really, really cool knife. The fit and finish on this knife, as I mentioned earlier, is incredible. In fact, let's just take a minute to really take a good look at the fit and finish. I love the brass bolsters. I love the G10 laminate. So we have the carbon fibers on top of some G10 stainless steel liners, and then the brass bolsters. And if you look at how this is finished, the lines are all seamless, right? Absolutely seamless. Even with the back spacer, right? It looks like one solid piece back there. It is not. Let's see if we can get a better angle. Oh, yep, there you can kind of see it. You can see the liner, back spacer liner. But otherwise, unless you're looking for it, you can't really see it, which is really cool. It is a very solid knife. It feels very, very good. And the action on this knife, man, for a liner lock, guys, it is glassy smooth. As you can see, we are running on phosphor bronze, and it's just so smooth. And the crazy thing is, I haven't even opened this and messed with the washers. I'm assuming that it's fully broken in at this point, but man, it is just so nice and smooth. Now, the ergonomics of this knife, they're different. Okay, that's really the only thing that I can say. So they're just different. This is a bit odd holding it down here, right? I think this is how quote unquote you were meant to carry it. You know what maybe Ed Schempp was thinking of when he designed the ergos of this, because that feels pretty good. And there actually is a good bit of room there to wrap your finger around. And I don't feel like I'm in any danger of really coming up and nicking myself at the blade there, so that's nice. The aesthetics of this are just phenomenal, in my opinion. You don't see anything like this, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted to get it. And coming in at around $200 at the time of this video, I'd say it's pretty good value. pretty good value. One of the nicest parts about this knife is, let's look at the grind lines on the steel here. I think it's just beautifully done. The carry on this knife is actually very, very good, which is kind of counterintuitive because you would think that a knife that weighs, 4.5 ounces, that has a, almost a 4-inch blade, would not carry that comfortably, but it really does. Yes, it is a bit heavier. You will notice it, but it's thinner, and well, I mean, it's thinner this way, and it's also thinner this way than the PM2. So I think that I found how and where I would like to carry this type of knife. So when you see this knife, it looks fancy. Yeah, looks classy kind of, doesn't it? So I was wearing I was in a suit earlier today, and I had this on me, and it felt right. It just felt like it worked with what I was wearing and the watch that I had on at the time. So I'm going to go as far to say that this could be looked at as a gentleman's knife. Now, it's maybe a little bit aggressive. Yeah, like if you were sitting at like a dinner party with people that were, quote unquote normies, not cool knife people like you and I, they might, they might look at you a little strange with this, but, it's still, I feel like it would fit the occasion, in my opinion. So there you have it, guys. This is one of the more interesting knives in my collection. Again, this is from Taichung Taiwan. And I've been really, really interested in trying to obtain as many of these Taichung Taiwan knives lately as I'm able to, because I'm just getting sick of the PM2s and the Power 3s and the Manixes. I mean, those are great knives, don't get me wrong. But there are a ton of other knives out there, guys, from Spyderco. And I don't necessarily want to limit myself to just, collecting 7 or 12 or however many Para 2s there are out there. Well, I mean, I know there's a lot more than 7 or 12. There's like 40 something, but yeah, so cool. There it is, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll check you guys on the next one.